Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I want to make a small correction to the data that was just given to us. Based on current levels of school readiness and decades of research, only a system that provides universal access to highly effective programs can achieve the goal of readiness for all children. The best available evidence is that only 60% of Minnesota children from middle-income families begin kindergarten school ready, compared to 40% for children in low-income families. This is not just a low-income issue. We have a much bigger challenge, and we can't lay it at the door of low-income families only. It's all children. We have many children from middle-class families. 40% are not ready for kindergarten. We need universal pre-K.
Gentleman from Ramsey, Representative Pinto.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will Representative Krisha yield?
He will yield. Representative Pinto.
Representative Krisha, I'm understanding that the concern with early learning is where the money goes, but that the priority is, in fact, targeting this money at these most needy kids. I guess my question to you is, would you agree with an additional $150 million in the bill dedicated to those early learning scholarships? I know the Governor's Early Learning Council has called for $190 million. So at this point, $30 million is only 3% pardon me, actually 1.5% of the $2 billion surplus. So would you agree that there should be an additional $150 million to go to those needy kids that you described?
Representative Krisha.
Yes, I've already signed on to that bill.
Gentleman from Ramsey, Representative Pinto.
And Representative Krisha, would you agree that we should then send this back right now to add that additional $150 million and dedicate additional funding to this to be able to do this right now in this session, if the gentleman will yield?
He will yield. Representative Krisha.
Representative Pinto, vote green. Let's get the bill moving. Let's take care of the kids first.
Representative Pinto. Representative Dabney.
Will Representative Krisha yield for a question?
He will yield. Representative Dabney.
Representative Krisha, can you point to the body where in state statute the early learning scholarships target children who are in our child protection system, as you just indicated they do?
Representative Krisha.
Representative Dabney, thank you for the question. They don't. That's part of our problem. And I've been trying very hard to get that. We've actually had a fight with DHS. MDE won't accept the data. They won't accept the data that DHS has